Hello, welcome. This is Arunfoot Chaudhary. You're live on my YouTube channel. Sorry, I'm starting later than I intended to for this live watch along of this round of 32 encounter between England and DR Congo, Democratic Republic of Congo. And after nearly 17 minutes, DR Congo are leading against England. So maybe we're heading for a sensational upset. At the moment we are, at least. So therefore, friends, I'll come and talk about your points. But again, shocking result. And so therefore, um, let's see what they do. Congo leading at this moment against England. 7-minute Brian Kipenga with the only goal so far. The number 9 who plays at Castellon in Spain. So Congo up 1-0 against England. And Congo can play football. Key factor, Mutusami, our Indian origin boy. Congo on the left once more. Congo play it through. England has to clear. Congo get it through. Oh, referee doesn't give it as a foul, but Congo still putting pressure. Jack Spence. Spence under problem, with problem. Can clear it. Pickford. Opala, that was dangerous. Spence. England lose the ball. Yeah, it's a special game for a number of players, and England maybe with a chance to break. But Congo win the ball back. Oh, that's a foul. Declan Rice. And, oh, sorry, Jude Bellingham. And that's a yellow card. Bellingham with the yellow. Very early on in this game. In opinion, Rajiv Para interested in India according to Marcus is not working acquiring Osai card. 37 played 100 plus matches in individual along with in Premier League and League A. He will be a district national team was playing last in Belgium Federation. Rajiv Para most probably is the most high, one of the most high profile OCIs that we've had. Let's see that again. Yeah. That wasn't a foul. So for me, again, age, yes, is a factor. And so, but yeah, we need anyone and everyone at the moment. Also, half of the Dutch national team. Midfielder, Wijnaldum. Yeah, Jenny Wijnaldum. I considered when it's no, again, work commitments. So sorry, guys. And therefore, I was a few minutes later than I intended to be, but I'm here watching this game with you. So let's keep on talking about this game and other things. England are a little rattled after 20 minutes. DR Congo with the better start with the goal also. And now it's interesting to see how this game pans out. England had their problems against Ghana the other day also. In that goalless draw. And DR Congo. And that's given as a foul against Marcus Rashford. Against Aaron Wan-Bissaka. As well as Mbuku. Yeah, those two have played a bit together at Man United. Wan-Bissaka got relegated with West Ham. Congo on the left. That's a bad pass. Chance for England to break. Ball out, I think, from Bellingham for Rashford. Yeah. Overcooked. Throw in Congo. Interesting to see. Throw in. And then Thomas Tuchel will be worried, as he should be, about the result and what's going on. Madueke. Oh, and that's a bad touch from Marcus Rashford, who's been picked ahead of Anthony Gordon, Bukayo Saka, Morgan Rogers, maybe even another Eberechi Eze. Options for England. But so far, not a good game. By England. 22 plus minutes. We've got the drinks break. Yes, guys. Not the game that England would have liked. And they are under pressure. Thomas Tuchel and England are under pressure. And it would be insane to think what could be the conversations in England if they by any chance lose this game tonight and not the competition. There are only two European teams have gone through, which are France and Norway. Yeah, I mean, haven't had too many games so far. South Africa, Canada, with the North American team going through. Brazil beat Japan. Germany lost to Paraguay. Netherlands lost to Morocco. Then Norway won against Ivory Coast. France beat Sweden. Mexico beat Ecuador. So once they eliminated European sides are giants like Germany and the Netherlands. That has to be said. Rajiv Kampense born in India. Yes, Hannibal, as per my knowledge, they were. So if you ask me, their parents were born in India. And DR Congo can be happy. Sebastian Desabre will be very, very happy with what his team has done so far. Question is, can they keep it up for 90 minutes? Of course, they have top players like Johan Wissa from Newcastle United in there. Mutusami, of course, also our Indian origin boy. Plays in Athens, is an experienced player as well. Van Sebe plays at Burnley. Aaron Wan-Bissaka plays at West Ham. Noah Sadiki plays at Sunderland. So there is some quality in there. Throw in Aaron Wan-Bissaka. Players are coming out everywhere these days. Well, there are some genuine ones and there are some who are fans, yeah. So, and Rajiv Chalapara, I think many years back had an interest to play for India. Didn't happen at the time. His parents named him after Rajiv Gandhi, and his parents admired him. He was born 2 weeks after he was assassinated. Yes, so yeah. Referee says play on. Mutusami. Mutusami, very important role and heart of defense. That 61 matches already for DR Congo. And Congo are doing what they need to do in this game, in my opinion. England so far. Let's see that again. Madueke. Yeah, there's contact, but he has no chance to get to the ball against Arthur Masuaka. Masuaku, sorry, from RC Lens. Madueke. Oh, brought down. Could be a yellow card. No, sorry, Spence. Jet Spence. Yellow card for Noah Sadiki. Sadiki covering it. Yeah, no touch on the ball. Only the man. Free kick in, yellow card against Congo. After 27 plus minutes. England 0. Democratic Republic of Congo 1. Oh, that ball comes through. Konza. Ezri Konza. Yeah, not aware that the ball's going to come to him. England win the ball back. England on the right. Madueke, ball into the box, cleared by Congo, and the referee says offside. Or, no, sorry, throw in. My mistake. Konza to Spence. Rice. Declan Rice. That's a good ball. And that's a great header from, I think, Jude Bellingham. Great save by Mpasi. Lionel Mpasi from L'Havre. England on that right wing. Spence. Konza. Ball out to Declan Rice. Rashford. England wanting to play the ball. Little Harry Kane gets involved. Quite deep. Harry Kane now. Rice. Rashford. Oh, Elliot Anderson. Rashford, can he keep it in? No, he can't. Many football fans are against this because of Rajiv's age, but in my opinion, technically he's still better than any football right now, despite losing pace. Zara, he's born in Netherlands. So therefore, for me, Rajiv will be a class better than the others. If he's willing to come and play in the ISL, let him play in the ISL. Let him showcase himself, independently of sports passport or not. Foul not given. And if he's good enough, let him play. Arun Bhai, I started watching just now. DR Congo is leading, shocking, truly. Yes, Arnav, very, very true. The Democratic Republic of Congo are beating against the mighty England 0-1 in the 7th minute. Brian Kipenga with the only goal of this game so far. Congo on the right. England have to be careful. If Congo somehow can get in second, Aaron Wan-Bissaka. Nice bit of skills from Congo on that wing. Three Netherlands footballers have faced this is one not for missing penalties. Sadly happens. Congo on the left. England having problems. Oh, that's a good ball. Head it out. Harry Kane gets involved. Congo win the ball back. So rather unacceptable has happened here in Germany as well with Jonathan Tah missing one of the German penalties. And that shot attempt goes over. That was a good ball from Kipenga. Headed out Mark Gay. And Bemba physically blocked Harry Kane. Captain Chance Benga plays for Lille. So it's not like Congo has players who are playing for very small teams or second, third, fourth tier. They've got players in quality sides. Aaron Bissaka ahead of Rashford. Throw in England. Raji still has the control and touch, which is way better than many of the players. Truly, if he can position himself in well, lethal and pace is good for Indian level, to be honest. Arnav, agree, totally agree. So therefore, these kind of players, let them come, let them showcase themselves. As someone has said, right, there will be quite a number of origin players we're not talking about, thinking about who might turn up. And yeah, let's wait and see what they can do. Spence into the danger, headed out by. And that should be a foul. Nico O'Reilly. Is that scene of trying to stop a counter attack? No. Against Mbuku. Nathaniel Mbuku plays for Montpellier in France. Oh, yeah. Congo. Throw in England. 34 minutes already. Still, I don't want Raji to come to play in India. The greatest squad let him play in Belgium. Other top division represent India through sports passport. So, however, I think there are certain players who are of a certain age who will fall through the cracks when the sports passport talkie crops up. Does Rajiv also get into the ISL because the clubs are trying to create? Oh, ball for Harry Kane. Harry Kane beats his marker. Shot blocked. Brilliant block by Congo. Oh, Madueke in the danger area. And shot from Rashford blocked on the line by Aaron Mbisaka. England win the ball back. Konza, Gehi, out to Rashford. Declan Rice. Kwanzaa. Madueke. Madueke beats one. Plays it to Spence. And Spence attempt is blocked. The keeper is in the way. Madueke wanted to take a shot. Shot blocked. There are many hidden gems who will start coming out. They might be world-class players too when the sporting passport is approved. Arnav, I am 100% right. I think there might be some players of Indian origin who we're not even thinking of. And Congo doing just enough to clear their lines. And so therefore there will be it's an absolute piece of Asian level, to be honest. Yeah, great wall of Congo. Yeah, Congo doing what they need to do, right, at the moment. Denying England as opportunity. That's a foul. Yeah, Thomas Tuchel not happy. And his subs have to be spot on in that second half. Because We may get many more desperate players. We still don't know many Guyanese, Surinamese, Portuguese people out of Indian ancestry. So I think there are even some in Europe whose names might not sound Indian, where we don't know that maybe the mother or the grandmother or something, or even the grandmother of the mother is of Indian origin. And therefore, for me, Madueke goes down, but foul not given. Congo with the ball, 37 minutes nearly on the clock. Oku, yeah, nice little combi play, and that was offside. And now Congo need to be careful. Maybe quick counter attack from England. Rashford goes down. Was it a foul? Mukau. Foul for England. Free kick. Again, Declan Rice. And that's a bad one. Oh. Isn't cleared. Is cleared. Ball out to Elliot Anderson. Matthew Rice. England have a job to do. Ball out to Madueke, shot blocked. And chance maybe for Congo to counter now. Not committing too many players forward, but that ball will get to Johan Wisse. And Wisse knows what to do. Oh, that's stays with Congo. Wan-Bissaka. Buku. Buku. Oh, England are Rashford. Mutusami. Buku. Congo earn a corner. Referee says no handball. Did it touch the hand? Let's see that again. Ooh, Sadiki. I've given up. I don't know what the rule is. So I'm not going to. I've given up on the handball rule. Corner for Congo. Cleared by England. Mutusami. Ball stays with Congo. The goal scorer with a good cross. Headed out by England. Congo will keep the ball. Mutusami. In the back line. Mbuku loses the ball. Declan Rice under certain pressure. Pickford, not the best of clearances. Mutusami against Bellingham. And Mutusami wins the ball. But Bellingham earns a free kick. Soft one for England. Will Ansel be able to afford Rajiv? I mean, will he have a much salary demand? I don't think so. Jared Spence blocked. And that's a goal kick. Great defending there from Alex Tuanzebe. Big game for him. Of course, born in Congo, but a product of Manchester United Academy. He's now been with Burnley. Just quite a few of those English-born Congolese boys who are representing the country of their parents. Chance for Congo to counter. And that's a second I was about to say. Johan Wisse hits the post. It was nearly the second for Congo. Great attack from Congo. And Johan Wisse just hits the post. Chance. Ooh. Harry Kane. No penalty given by the referee. Says Harry Kane dived. And the Congolese players won a yellow card for Harry Kane. Okay. Interesting. Let's see that again. Yeah, there is contact, but Harry is also flying, so that's the point. No. That's actually a yellow card for diving for Harry Kane. Sorry to say that, Harry. And the Congolese players want a yellow card for Harry Kane. There's a VR check. No. VR check done. No penalty for England. Many people, even pundits, were trashing Portugal in round of the draw. No, they were what good of a team Congo is. Yeah, Congo played poor, but Congo being this good should not be ignored. 100%. But again, Portugal is worth a conversation itself. But that's a different conversation to have than this one today. But yeah, and that will be interesting to see how these conversations go on. England with the ball, 44 minutes already on the clock. Elliot Anderson, Nico Riley, Makehi, Rikonza, Spence to Madueke. Back to Spence. Konza, Gehi, Rashford wants to play quick to Declan Rice. Declan Rice beats his marker, but has to play it back to Marcus Rashford. Marcus Rashford against 1 against 2, and that's cleared by Congo. Let's not forget the Bronze of Portugal's Osei card holder. So from Portugal itself, we may get dozens of potential sales. Yeah. So, as I said, the real search hasn't started. You know, the obvious ones have been discussed and looked at. And Congo doing well so far. And England have no idea or plan what to do. Once more, Harry Kane. Oh, yeah. To me, that's a yellow card. And that's being shown by Congo's Chancel Bemba, the captain. It's a ball out. Nico O'Reilly has to be careful. Plays it back to his keeper. Ball with England on the wing. 6 minutes added. It's England 0, Congo 1. This would be as big an upset if England can't beat the Democratic Republic of Congo. Nico O'Reilly overlapping and only earns a throw-in. O'Reilly back to Rice. Does it across to Kwanzaa? Out to Madueke. That's a chance for England. A lovely header. I think it was Jude Bellingham. But again, a great save from Lionel Mpasi, the man from Le Havre. Oh, again, great anticipation. Mpasi is there. Till now, if France looks at a team that may potentially make it to semis or finals. Zoravar, I think finals should be what you say. Oh, Spence. Foul given. I think Zoravar, Spain haven't convinced me. Argentina, patches. I mean, Argentina against Austria were lucky. No one will say that, but that to me was, France is the only one who's really convinced me throughout the tournament, right? So from that perspective, yeah, exceptional. Yesterday was a masterclass against Sweden, and again, if the Swedish goalkeeper didn't have a good day, it could have ended really badly for the Swedes. So that's it. Rice wants to play it through, blocked by Congo. Congo with a chance to potentially break. Johan Wisse has support. The goal scorer, Kipenga, and cleared by England. Mutusami loses it to Declan Rice. The first touch wasn't good. Hey, Vikram. Good. Madueke looking at Harry Kane, and Mutusami stops Harry. But Harry has the ball back, plays it to Madueke. Madueke has to do more. Yeah, beats one, but doesn't beat the second player. Throw in. Someone say Indian referee is worst referee in VAR in European League and World Cup. Hold my cup. Vikram, this is what we've been saying in the last 2 years. Everyone who's shouting for VR, don't think that VR will solve all our problems, all our issues, because it opens a new can of worms, a new Pandora's box. We've seen Germany clearly, let's call it out what it is. Germany were cheated. Germany weren't good, but Germany were cheated. That was a goal. There are 2 penalties at least to be discussed. We've had other matches as well. So therefore, yeah, Congo does nicely trying to attack. Congo on the left. Congo shot blocked by England, but offside given. Ayush, Argentina looking good too. Yeah, but no, Austria was a tricky one. I would say Austria was a tricky one to me. And they were lucky. And again, Messi first match. Sorry, as much as I love Lionel Messi, but that's a red card. And again, does the story go differently, right? So yeah, but is a beast of FIFA World Cups. Wonder how good he will finish his career at. Yeah. So Robert, if he continues like this, he might be at 35, 40 goals. Hi, Dark Knight. Looks like England going home. At the moment, it looks like it, but again, 1 second can change that. And again, Congo had a chance to make it 2. One we say. Oh, and Bissaka. Jude Bellingham. Earns a corner against Mbuku. Nathaniel Mbuku from Montpellier. Argentina nice too much on Messi for goals. First of all, goal scoring and the team rallies around him. So the interesting part would have been if Argentina, Messi had been red carded. What would have done in that group stage? Thanks, Dipesh. Welcome back. Too early to sing this going home. Yes, Soravar. Football is a crazy one. Corner, Declan Rice. Again, Harry Kane. And another save. Mpasi. Lionel Mpasi. Oh, Mpasi has some personal problems. Hit in a spot where no man wants to be hit. And the referee says halftime in Atlanta. It's England 0. The Democratic Republic of Congo. Oh, that hurt. One. And at halftime, the three Lions are going home. Wow. Who would have thought that? Who would have considered that a possibility? That looks possible. Hey, Akash, last day we were talking that telling that Brazil has no strategy, no plan till halftime. What they ate after halftime, unbelievable. Akash, yeah, they were better, but were they really good? I think it's also Japan's. I don't know um, what to say. Were they scared of their own success? I don't know. It felt to me like that Japan didn't have the guts to finish that game off and try and attack and go all out. That is, I think, that was the turning point. And if Japan continued to play football, not drop back, so let's wait and see. But to me, yeah, I think Brazil after that half is being hyped because I think Japan didn't do what they needed to do. So I was expecting the semi-final from Germany. Dark Knight, I don't know if a semi-final, final, win, all is possible. But they weren't good against Paraguay. Yeah, that's a fact. But the reality is also, which should not be forgotten, that VR again played its part in an exit of Germany. The referee played a part, and yeah, that has to be questioned as well. And afterwards, people are saying, you know. So let's see. Imagine England, Germany, Netherlands all go out before round of 16. Possible. Netherlands, Germany already home, and England has 45 minutes to save their World Cup. Second half is the key. Japan also played exception in the first half, but crumbled second half. Let's see how Congo hold up. I know Japan, to me, the problem was Japan stopped being Japan. Like against the Netherlands, they played football. Against Brazil, for whatever reason, they stopped playing football. I think, and this whole psychology, never having won a knockout match, um, and all those kind of things, I think play a part. And if they somehow scored a second, for which it would have been the one another chance, who knows? But Japan have themselves to blame for the exit. I think Brazil did very well in that second half for their own standards in this World Cup, but Japan have to blame themselves because I still think amongst those two, Japan would be the stronger team. I kind of expected this from Germany after their group stage. No, Akash, I didn't. If you look at Germany's group stage, I think Germany. The problem is also here in Germany is the 7-1 against Curacao. Hey, you're like Brazil, blah blah. We're on the win, on the way to win the World Cup. The 2-1 comeback against Ivory Coast, I thought was good because I thought it psychologically strengthens the team, which it didn't seem to do. You know, and the loss to Ecuador can happen. The way was worrying, and the game against Paraguay was just not good. But Germany still had enough chances to win it. And again, VR and two penalties not given, is worth the conversation, right? A lot of random Moses coming up. Users are hyping it. Acharya should be getting the top ones, right? Yes, Renal, always the top ones, but maybe there is the one who might not be a top one, but might be the right one for us. So we need to, it can't be that always, because that's going to be the challenge for us to figure out, find the right players who are good for us and good for what we want and what we need. DR Congo has built really good team. Yeah, I mean, look at the players again. Some of them born in the UK, like Aaron Wan-Bissaka, Axel Tuanzebe. Some of these guys born in France, right? Some of them born in Africa. So therefore there is Samuel Mutusami, for example, good example, right? The Indian origin boy, born in Paris, right? A Vikash Doraso story, so to say. So therefore, there are some very interesting examples of those, and good coach, good strategy. So let's see. They also are playing in fourth, fifth, even sixth division of English football are coming up. Often questions are really good for national team. Arnab, if you had seen India play live in London against Zimbabwe, right? And again, we're talking about Zimbabwe. We're not talking about Congo, Morocco, or whatever. Then you would be worried. Because why have I said about the things that I've said about the senior players? Because the younger players and those mid-level players are not ready for it, or don't seem to be ready for international football. So therefore, those players of fourth, fifth tier, yeah, their basics are at least good. They know their football. You can play some systems with them. So therefore, they bring in quality. And that's the question what we need. In my opinion, Japan lost steam in second half. Same could happen to Congo today. So, Ravar, I don't think Japan lost steam. Japan is not a team to lose steam. Japan is a team which can run for 90 minutes. I think Japan, again, as I repeat myself, and, um, just didn't play football, right? They gave Brazil space. They thought we can sit back. So therefore, for me, that was the problem with Japan, in my opinion. Japan, first half, brilliant. Second half, non-existent. And then, yeah, you deserve to lose the way you did in the end. Germany was 80% expected to go out against France, but surely not against Paraguay. Yeah, Ayush, but that's football for you. That's why saying A, B, C, D, this will happen, that will happen. That's the charm of competitive sports. And here, at the moment, yeah, it shouldn't have happened. Even a penalty shootout, the way it happened, but that's the way. Having He's not playing well. I don't know if he's getting stuck. And now giving a call without mentioning origin players. Yeah, I just let him. Hi Raj, welcome back. The Democratic Republic of Congo looks a better team. Yeah, Cartman, they look very good. Good organized. So if you see also the goal, that's quality. And you know, um, so therefore, um, yeah, let's wait and see. No, I don't know if he's not having a top game. Which tier Western League OCI players either can play good in our Asian Federation? There is no this league player will do well, that league player will not do well. Cartman, we need to look at each individual player, right? We need to look at every player and then figure out which is A, B, C, D, who is going to work for us or not work for us. That's the point. This makes opinion on Rajiv Van La Para in regard to his age. Rajiv, let the people have their opinions. If the guy wants to come and play, um, you know, again, once he's national team, again, let him come and play. If he wants to play ISL, let him play ISL. No? And then if once he plays ISL and he proves himself, the calls automatically will come because that's a player whose football basics are good. If you look at his career, and let me just quickly find out, a boy born in Rotterdam, he is 1 meter 81, 5 foot 11, right? Normally a winger is 35. He's gone through the whole youth system at Feyenoord, goes to France and joins SMK, right? Then comes back to the Netherlands, plays 3 years in Herenveen, spends 2 years at Wolverhampton Wanderers, with loan spells at Brighton and Huddersfield Town, then plays 3 years at Huddersfield Town, plays at Middlesbrough, then goes to Red Star Belgrade, plays in Logrones, plays third division in Germany. I remember during COVID 2021, he was here at Wolfsburger Kickers. And then plays at Apollon in Greece, in Athens, comes back, plays in Almere, and then has been at Berchot in Belgium. Yeah. So therefore, for me, good player. And if you see, and again, Jorginho Wijnaldum is his half brother. He's cousins of Øystein Drenthe. All of these are Surinamese origin, but he's of course also Indian origin. Yeah, Rajiv Ramon Van La Para is his full name. Would be a great player to have. So the Brazilian physicality changed the game of Japan? No. I don't. Was it physicality? No, it was, I think, individual brilliance. Brazil still has players with individual class and brilliance, and that, I think, to me, made the difference. DR Congo player did not get English call up, now playing for DR Congo and is crushing it. I have hung and passed for the name, recognize the face, forgetting the name. Are you talking about Aaron Wan Bissaka or are you talking about Axel Tuanzebe? I think you're talking about Bissaka, right? Those two, right? Aaron Bissaka, remember Fulham, right? Fulham Junior. Sorry, Crystal Palace. Right? Born in Croydon. came through Crystal Palace, spent some time in Man United, then West Ham in the last couple of seasons, up to England under 21. Never got called up to the senior team. Yeah, Axel Tuanzebe, someone also, again, United product, but spent time at Villa, Napoli, Stoke, breakthrough at Ipswich, and last season at Burnley. Also has been with them. So uh, yeah, so therefore that's something. Or Noah Sidaki, Siddiqui, Sadiki, sorry, Sadiki, born in Belgium, played for Belgium at youth level and then come through and of course played at Anderlecht and their academy, and then of course Union Saint-Gilloise, and then for Sunderland last season. So therefore there's some quality in there. Hi Roshan. Kipenga looks like a brave player. He failed many times, but still tried to do something magical. Yeah, that's the thing about wingers, right? If you try 10 times, you might get blocked um, 9 times, but the one time you get through, you score, that's when it counts. There are a lot of heated discussions in German knockout. Yeah, Roshan, I've had a lot of conversations with people. Suddenly, everything which seemed to be good after the Curacao game, now everything is bad. I think it's not as black and white. There were problems. There are problems. And so therefore, yeah, I think a change of coach is needed. I think Julian Nagelsmann, with his way of coaching, cannot, uh, you know. So therefore, let's wait and see what happens. I'm disappointed. If you haven't, I did make a video earlier today on Germany's exit from the FIFA World Cup. Very disappointed. Yeah, I was really didn't do I thought of do something, but I then didn't do something on all of this around the game to watch it, do support it. Again, I know good news today that Z has picked up the rights of the Bundesliga, so Z will be the home channel of the Bundesliga next season. So I'm going to do something on that as well and other things. So therefore, do support the channel and do support these live watch-alongs as well. So I think Brazil can defeat France, able to compete more than one. I don't know where you think that Brazil can compete with France. I think Brazil will not be able to compete with most top teams. They should have lost to Morocco. I think in the first half, Japan could have finished them off again. So I don't think they are on that level. A certain YouTuber who makes video demanding OSA inclusion is not saying he's over age, and when he will age to play for India, it'll be 30 to 40. Okay. Listen, Raj, I request you guys, we've had these discussions on OCIs, I don't know how many times on this channel. We will most probably have a few more times on that topic. But to me, is 2, 3 things which I want to say to you guys is just wait and, so for me, very, very clear is, and some people are doing this for engagement. When I try to do it, I try to inform you. Ashish Negi is trying to inform you about these things. Follow that, right? A lot of people are engaging and saying, oh, this, that, everything. Yeah, but again, stick here, be part of the arunfoot family. I will try and keep you informed as honestly as I can on the realities of things, and therefore, please do follow it. Hi, Bharat. Any idea what's happening? So nothing, Bharat. They're waiting for clarity on the ISL. The problem is there's been no movement on the ISL over the last 2 weeks. It seems like individual clubs are throwing out ideas. OCI is one of them. The striker thing is, it seems to be everyone wants to avoid the conversation. Nobody wants to talk about it. And I've also said very clearly to some of the club guys that I speak to regularly, it's like you guys need to be sure who are you getting as the league commissioner, because that's the key position, in my opinion, that needs to be sorted. And the Blasters, theoretically, if there is a buyer willing, I think Magnum Sports will sell. But again, Magnum Sports, I think, values them at 250 to 300 crores. Sorry, who's going to pay that money with the losses, knowingly what the losses are? So therefore, it makes no sense. You understand the sudden interest from Z International Football. Roshan, there was a conversation, I think, at the Z Group, do we want to do football? Decided, yes, we want to do football. Now they are coming in and took up the World Cup rights. Now they have to fill the channel with content, which is not just cricket, but some other content. Bundesliga, long-term deal. Let me read out what the Bundesliga published. Leading content and technology powers Z Entertainment Enterprise Limited has further strengthened sports portfolio by securing the exclusive broadcast and digital rights for the Bundesliga in India. The multi-year partnership marks a significant milestone in Z's ambition to build a robust football ecosystem in the country while bringing one of the world's most competitive and widely followed football leagues closer to million fans. Beginning 26-27 season, Bundesliga matches will be available exclusively on Z's sports channels, United Sports, comprising of four linear channels, whereas on its digital platform, Z5, viewers across India will enjoy comprehensive coverage of live matches, highlights, and exclusive shoulder programming. Yeah, so that's brilliant. So therefore, I feel that's good news, and you know, so therefore that's great. One have legs in midfield. Yeah, definitely. Again, you see that Casemiro plays, and then when Casemiro gets tired, he's taken off and he's replaced. That's their problem. I'm sure this France team will win 7 to 9 games head to head against any team. The replacement players have more than some team first. Carmen, right? I think there are 2 or 3 teams who most probably can challenge them. I think Spain is that on their day. Spain can beat also any team. Maybe Argentina has the 1 or 2 games, but yes, I do agree with you that most probably most teams on most days they will beat. How does Puma always get steel broadcast in India whereas La Liga is on OTT for years? I wish ask La Liga. I think then the Bundesliga guys are doing a better job than the La Liga people. That's a good question, right? My usual sources are Marcus and Ashish. Rajiv one para was posted with Marcus. So now, yeah, that's right. Rajiv has gotten actually via someone in touch with me as well. And again, I'm not in the space of breaking news and saying "Hey, this OCI, that OCI wants to play in the ISL or wants to play for India as well. Kickoff for the second 45, and therefore for me, that's something. Looks like Kalyan and company enjoying FIFA World Cup. But I don't know. I don't know where Kalyan is, to be very honest. If you know more, then you know more than me. I'm not bothered where he is, to be very honest, with all the issues there. Does all football clubs on a table payment to players? I don't know. Some do, a lot don't, right? And Congo trying to combine themselves in from left to right. Congo on the wing. Buku play. Lovely ball in the middle, but Elliot Anderson is there. Lucky for England. Brazil only defeated Japan because of superior individual talent, and Japan becoming weak or meek in second half. Yeah, um, that's the reality to me. Nothing much happened. So yeah, very true, very true. Um, a lot missing from that part. And no substitutions at the break, and that's cleared again by Congo. A report of Foya club-led model. Sasha, there's nothing. There's no club-led model, no decision. Conversation talks are happening, nothing decided. So that's the reality at the moment of the ISL. Declan Rice, Rashford, Gehi, Kwanzaa to Madueke. Madueke with a cross, headed out by Congo. Kipenga. Oh, Elliot Anderson. But Congo, that's good football. Oh, Elliot Anderson steals the ball, looking for Bellingham. Ball goes out. Goal kick for Congo. In next 45 minutes, I guess. I don't know if 45 years helps you. I don't know how many World Cups. Yeah, 45 minutes. I wish I thought so. Yeah, would be a huge upset. News are being spread on your rule when India can get OCI card in 3 months, Indian passport in six. So now, the government is working on something, and a lot of people are spreading a lot of things. So let's stick to what the government wants to do with the sports passport, and so therefore, yeah, let's wait and see what happens. A lot of people are talking about a lot of things which I guess they don't know anything about. That's, I think, another problem that we're facing at the moment. A lot of people are getting part involved in conversations. So Corner for England. Nico Riley wins that corner. Quick reminder, please do like, share, and if you haven't subscribed, 4,585 is the number at the moment. Right, corner for England. Let's wait and see. Nico Riley being told no pushing and shoving. The young Man City player. Headed out by Masuaku. Arthur Masuaku from Arcelons in France. Defender. What about I-League? Should be worried that with all this conversation on ISIL, all the other tiers will be forgotten. Sasha, we're in the same situation as last year, right? So there's no conversation about I-League or IFL, whatever you want to call it. There are a lot of clubs who will, if the model of last season is used, will not play. So that's the reality also. Rice, that's a good corner. The keeper flies around, but there's a foul. Mm. Let's see it again. The two captains, Harry Kane and Chance Mbemba. Harry Kane pushing him down. And Mbemba saying, hey, listen, where's the card, referee? Corner being taken again. Rice cleared by Congo. Chance to potentially break. Rice in the way. Chance for England. Madueke under pressure from Mutusami. Spence, Jared Spence. Chance to break for Congo. Oh, that was Gehi risking everything. Oh, Rashford. Sight netting. But England have been dangerous too today. They've been dangerous, Roshan, but this is England, right? I mean, it's reminding me a little bit about Germany at the moment. What England is doing against Congo. Ooh. Recently saw a reel on Instagram where Charsha was saying that sports teams don't make money expenditures more than revenue. You only invest in sports if you have money. What are your thoughts? Bharat, rubbish. Rubbish. In most parts of the world, people make money, right? Otherwise, they wouldn't do it. It's not India. In India, you lose money, elsewhere not. Messiah of Indian football against Ocean as also Indian cricket fans, as he says, the Canadian players are physically more fit than Virat. Yeah, what to say, Zarawa? Triggering cricket fans. What's happening with Namdhari? Are they going to really finish last? Sasha, no idea. Namdhari will continue in some sort of form way, but yeah. They told him it was the untold incident against Paraguay keeper was a correct call. Yeah, Roshan, there are 5, 6 people. I mean, Pierluigi Collina lost all my respect when he came out and said, you know what, it was the right call. Rubbish. You know what? Why let's Neyman saying this? Because he's an invincible from Arsenal, right? To validate that whole point and all that stuff. So, Congo somehow again save themselves. That ball nearly went in. Lionel Bassi. Once again, brilliant goalkeeping from the man from Le Havre, the hometown of Vikash Doraso. If England loses today, the amount of racism English players will get, I can already imagine. Yeah, so our part of it. You have to live with that. What a save. I don't know why he was going the wrong way, actually, but yeah, they just do enough. Only Premier League can you find 100 midfielder who doesn't make a forward pass. Yeah, but again, an English player, if he was any other nationality, his price would be most probably 40, 50 million. But because he's English, his price is 100, right? So that's also reality. And what has also happened is a conversation which is not happening, but which I see when you watch matches, which I feel at least, is that with more and more origin players playing for different teams, the general quality across um, countries is better than it used to be in the past. And header from Marcus Rashford. Seems to have hurt himself. Yeah, Lehmann has given some weird arguments against Tuchel. Now, probably they were not top star footballers. Yeah, against Lehmann is a weird one anyway. So therefore, for me, um, yeah. Do you consider EPL being overrated? Yes, Zorawar. I think at the moment, the prices that Premier League clubs are playing, it's like in the ISL. If you look at me, what the Premier, if a player in the Bundesliga costs 20, 25, if that same player wants to go to the Premier League, he suddenly is what 50, 55. Yeah, Said Al Mala. I think German clubs would pay most probably about 20, 22, maybe 25 million for him, right? In England, there are two, three clubs who are willing. I think Brentford was willing to offer 50. We're talking about Brentford. We're not talking about a top Premier League club. So they have totally, you know, Saibari Bayern Munich is moving for 55 million from PSV, right? So they have totally screwed the market in Europe. Yeah, that was offside. From Mukau. Naya Mukau from Lille. Congo, really impressing me. Really, really impressing me with this game. I've watched ball out to Madueke on the right. Madueke. Madueke looking for Spence. Spence, yeah, not against Jan Wissa. And he earns a goal kick. Diaspora players have increased competition, so there's a reason why India needs to integrate him ASAP. Yeah. Arsene Wenger over there. Gianni Infantino. FIFA General Secretary Matai is also sitting there. And yeah, there's that gentleman, African gentleman, whom I know, but I don't remember the name. Oh, Jared Spence. No, foul not given. Tomorrow's AFC Women's Champions League preliminary stage draw with East Bengal. Let's see what East Bengal. Even if saved through, Mexico will beat England. It doesn't work like that because Mexico has been so good and England has not been that good that Mexico will beat England. We'll have to wait and see what happens, right? In this match and the next match, and then we'll see. But again, England would have to play Mexico at the Azteca, and that would be in itself a challenge, right? I think the fact that Anderson is worth more than Kamavinga or Chumani tells you how ridiculous and overhyped English players are. Yeah, very well said. Curious to think Elliot Anderson in terms was more than 2009 Cristiano Ronaldo, under inflation 17 years. Yeah, but Ayush, that comparison doesn't work. Sorry. And Cristiano Ronaldo in 2009 was not the player that Cristiano Ronaldo has been in the last 10. So therefore, that comparison just doesn't work both ways. Ball. Was it a cross? Was it something else? Rashford. Even countries with established grassroots system, active local desperate talents, even Vietnam, a country who heavily invests in youth to now integrate the origin players. Yeah, Zara, that's the only way. Again, this is it's a rat race. It's a cat and mouse game. Oh, throw in England. So therefore, either we join this or we see how far we drop, because other countries are going to improve dramatically around us. England now having more of the ball. So Madueke. Spence having a lot of problems. Oh, England lose the ball. Congo are smart, looking for options. Oh, and the referee allows play on. Should have stopped play. Congo player still down. Harry Kane. That's the refereeing is not good enough. Sorry, said that after the Germany game. Noah Tiki. Yeah, let Anderson. That's a yellow card. Has to stop play. The referee. Right. I always like Bundesliga. We play like even La Liga and Eredivisie is better. Yet EPL does massive money. Yeah, it's marketed well. Mexico is unexpectedly playing above their weight. Yeah, they've got potential. And now Congo with some space. The goal scorer. The goal scorer once more looking for options. Kipenga, Elliot Anderson clears. Mutusami, Winbisaka, Mbuku. A phase maybe for Congo to hold the ball. Mutusami looking for. It's a little too high for Brian Kipenga. Brian Kipenga, interesting piece, talented player. And Elliot Anderson once or twice, puts his foot in. And it looks Anthony Gordon coming for Marcus Rashford. That's the FC Barcelona replacement. And Madueke off Buyako Saka. After an hour, changes. Let's see if those two can be more impactful for England. I wouldn't be surprised if India goes down the Malaysian route where they just give up got passport for fun and then family documents so players can play. I don't think that will happen. I do not think that will happen because the government will not risk that, something like that. Oh, England with potentially a chance now. Chance for Congo to break. But they take their time and win a throw-in. All banned now, but we know how incompetence reigns supreme at the FA. Yeah, Sasha, but the government is involved. FIFA will be involved. And after the Malaysia fiasco, Thomas Tuchel wants the throw-in. Thomas Tuchel losing his, I want to use the word, I don't see any government that desperate. Yeah. I think one reason like a fail. Okay, let me see. Kipenga kept the ball too long. Mutusami again to Kipenga. Yeah, Congo need those minutes on the ball. Kipenga shot blocked, but have the ball. Masuaku ball to their captain. Bemba out to Mbuku, and that's cleared for a corner by Nico O'Reilly. 62 minutes nearly played. England 0, Congo 1. Could this be, if it happens in 90 minutes, even a bigger upset than Germany losing to Paraguay on penalties? Corner taken. Congo wanting to take a shot. Deflection. Mbuku. Nathaniel Mbuku from Montpellier. And it's Elliot Anderson who's keeping England in the game. I think La Liga is most games of Madrid or Barcelona come after midnight at 1:30 a.m. Whereas, let's say in EPL, 33 out of 38 matches of United ends before 12:30 a.m. Yeah. Ayush, you have a reason. There's a reason because for La Liga, big market is Central and South America. Overcooked corner. Chance for Saka to break. Mutusami stops him. And Saka with the foul. Not given. Bemba wants the foul. Substitution for Congo. Nathaniel Mbuku goes off and is replaced by Elia. Mishak Elia, sorry, to be pronounced properly. Plays in Turkey for Alanyaspor. Most of the time in Switzerland with the young boys in Bern. Loan spell at Nantes, and then last year went to Alanyaspor in Turkey. "70 matches, 12 goals to his name." Not a bad piece of statistic. And the third captain in the squad was similar to all big teams. Six, yeah, they have that 12:30 kickoff in the UK, which is prime time in Asia. England with the ball. Ball out to Spence. Spence with the chip. Harry Kane with the push. Referee already had the whistle. Chance for Congo to break. Nico O'Reilly has a problem. Nico O'Reilly brings down the... referee allows play on. A foul for England given. Okay. Interesting. Elia had won the duel, it looked like, and then loses the duel to Nico O'Reilly. Ball out to Anthony Gordon. The new FC Barcelona signing. Anthony Gordon headed out by the captain. And Congo win it and lose it. Nico O'Reilly to Gordon, headed back to Nico O'Reilly. Elliot Anderson. Anderson back to Nico O'Reilly. Rice, Anderson, Spence. Buyako Saka. Saka cuts in. Saka chips in, chip blocked. Has to be careful. Wins the Spence looking for Harry Kane, cleared by Congo, but they keep that in play. Chance for Congo maybe to break, and that should be a foul by the referee and should be a yellow card. Is it Konza against Wan-Bissaka? That's a tactical foul. Should be a card. +66 minutes. England 0, Congo 1. Is this World Cup heading for its next upset? Nico O'Reilly heads it out. Throw in Congo. This would be massive. It's coming home chance, which were loud after the Croatia win, which was silenced after the Ghana match, and then came back after the Panama win. But still, enough time for England to at least equalize. Spence. It's tricky for England. You can risk it, risk more. But do you then give the opponent a chance to try and counter your Saka? Terrible ball control. And it's the drinks break for 3 minutes, or hydration break, as they call it now at the World Cup. Referee Adham Mohammed from Jordan. It's England 0, Congo 1. Democratic Republic of Congo. Brian Kipenga with the only goal of the game so far. It's insane to think, but the mighty Three Lions could join the Oranje and the Mannschaft, eliminated in the knockouts in the first round of 32, and could join teams like Turkey, Uruguay, who were expected also to showcase themselves in this tournament. Let's see who's already past this stage. South Africa 0-1 against Canada, the hosts in the next round. Brazil 2-1 comeback against Japan. Germany lost 3-4 on penalties to Paraguay. Netherlands lost 2-3 on penalties to Morocco. Ivory Coast, a 1-2 loser to Norway. Erling Haaland with the winner. France yesterday with a masterclass against Sweden, a 3-0. And then later on that night, Mexico an easy 2-0 against Ecuador. And now England behind in the league. Hi, Shuman. Welcome back. Premier League clubs has the best ultras in Europe. Do you agree with this? No. Raz, they have the worst. If you know what ultras is, do Premier League clubs have proper ultras? I wouldn't even know. Right? So Raj, no. The best, yeah, most probably would be the Germans. And forget Bundesliga. We're not talking Bundesliga second, even third, fourth division. There are teams. And Thomas Tuchel knows he's fighting for his job. If England are out, Thomas Tuchel staying looks very, very unlikely. And he's trying to tell his players tactically what to do. I don't know if they're understanding it. Nagelsmann often said a younger version of Thomas Tuchel, maybe too theatrical sometimes. Everyone is upping their game except India. Yeah, Shuman. Not everyone, but a lot are upping their game. And that is something which is interesting. It's sad, but that's the reality. And the question is now, does Sebastian Desabre continue with his team? He's made only one substitution now. Who's Spence off and Eze coming on, making it more attacking. England risking now more. England removing their right back. Interesting will be to see Declan Rice now looks like to be right back. Okay. So from holding six and a key player in that midfield, Declan Rice, so most probably a 4-1-4-1 from Thomas Tuchel now, rather than his preferred 4-2-3-1. If Tuchel gets sacked, he's available for the Germany job. Roshan, I think after what he did at Bayern, I don't think the DFB would consider him. I think it's about Jurgen Klopp at the end of the day. And yeah, what happened to Uruguay? I didn't watch a single game of them. If you have, I don't know. Ayush never got into the tournament, right? So that's the whole point, and not as good as they were. Lacking a striker, lacking a Cavani. Oh, Harry Kane, good defending. Saka tries to get it across, headed out by Aaron Wan-Bissaka. So to me, Uruguay lack Cavani, Suarez, and didn't look good as a team. France and Argentina and Spain seem to be favorites. France top favorite for me. Argentina, yeah. In Spain, yeah, we'll have to pick up. Somebody says Christian Streich. Yeah, Roshan, I don't think. If Klopp is available, Klopp wants to do it. And I think if you listen to what he's been saying in the last 2-3 weeks, I think Klopp would want to do it. Corner for England. Rice. Oh, Nico Riley headed out. Oh, chance now for Eze. Kipenga says pulled him down. That would have been a counter-attack. England are just hanging on at the moment on that. If their one counter-attack works for Congo, it's game, set, and match. 72 and a half minutes. Congo clear their lines. Elliot Anderson. Gordon. And that's overcooked. Was that? Yeah. Jude Bellingham. Not a good performance from Bellingham. The image built over several years of paid PR is changing because of just a paid podcast, you should say, I think. Substitution for Congo. Edo Kayembe, 28-year-old who plays at Watford, is getting ready to come on. Yeah, Raj. I read from some people the fact that Spurs didn't get called up, but Euro start to work his best in the macro. Roshan, again, yeah. Yeah, there was some talks, and I think Bielsa is also a little complicated as well. So they're going to win the Ballon d'Or. So, but let's see what happens in this World Cup, and that will most probably decide. Ballon d'Or winner, dangerous position for Declan Rice. Overcooked. Harry Kane! Oh, that's a 1-1. 74th minute. Harry Kane equalizes for England. It's 1-1. Congo couldn't hold on. And Harry Kane saves England. At least for now, the blushes. Let's see if there's any VR situation to look at or discuss. Right. Rice is an offside. And Anthony Gordon. That's great technique. Harry Kane gets away from his marker. And Lionel Bassi can't punch the ball away. That's not a good header. He's trying to place it rather than power it. And Bassi gets his hand to it but can't punch it out. It's 1-1 between England and Congo. About his bid in, sir, will you please tell about Miles Scanley's salary at Arsenal? No, I don't know. Kipenga and Mukau coming off. And Theo Bondonga, as well as Edo Kayembe coming on. And thanks to the game changer. Let's see, Roshan looks like a repeat of Brazil, Japan. So, Robert, maybe not. It's a little later in the game. And Congo have given England a lot of space in that second half to play. And now the question is, what can they do with these changes? Are they going to risk something or are they allowing England to play? Anthony Gordon, Nico O'Reilly. England are back. England are alive. Konza. Gehi. The question is, does England risk more? It's now 1-1. And when Bissaka, goes down, stays down. Chance for England. And a chance maybe for Congo to break. Oh, Pickford. And that ball goes out. Throw in for England. But Aaron Wan-Bissaka was on the ground on the other end. England fans celebrating a 1-1 against Congo, yeah. Looks a little awkward, looks a little weird, but that's the reality at the moment. Let's see if Congo wants to play football now. Or are they going to drop back? Yeah. Wan-Bissaka played for Man United. Youth international for England. Oh, and Congo might be a chance to break there. Nico O'Reilly has to win that one. Buyako Saka. Saka into the danger zone. Headed out by Wan-Bissaka. Anthony Gordon. Oh, plays Harry Kane in the box. Elliot Anderson from distance. hits the rooftop. Said effort is real. My God, Messiah just lied about his own player. He said ages 22 or 23. No, should give him a call up. Yeah, maybe he can't say his real age because even that is not what is on the passport, right? Or something. Be careful about these things. Congo. Oh, with space now this time. Maybe Congo with a chance. On the left. Declan Rice beaten. Declan Rice wins it back. Declan Rice clears. Saka. Saka very selfishly. And Congo win the ball back. Congo on the left. Take their time. Throw in for Congo. That was Edo Kayembe, 28-year-old. Played last season at Watford. Congo on the last line. Oh, that's a good ball through. And nobody gets to it. Official record says Curry 25 will be 26 next 2 months. Yeah, that's the point. Anthony Gordon goes down cheaply. Doesn't get a free kick. Right decision, in my opinion. Oh, Konza. Lucky there. Rice out to Saka. Back to Rice, headed out by Congo. Gordon being 6 foot is really huge plus point despite being a winger. Yeah. Actually, I don't think so. That's a decent height. Wingers, a lot of the wingers are around 6 foot, right? They're not all that short. Bellingham, Gordon. Back to Bellingham with some space. Bellingham. And somehow Congo clear. Congo in danger. Elliot Anderson. Anderson to Gordon. Gordon into the danger area, headed out by Congo. 81 minutes on the clock. It's 1-1 between England and the Democratic Republic of Congo, who've given England a real fight tonight. Really impressed by DR Congo, or DRC as some people call them. If you like this watch along, give it a thumbs up. And there's an England player down. There continues. Rice to Saka. Saka, Eze. Rice. Back to Saka. Eze. Saka into the danger area and headed out. And now they have to be careful. Magehi gets to it before the striker. Well, that's a through ball maybe. And Congo get the ball back directly. They're not dropping all back. They're trying at least. Mutusami. Mbemba. Out to Elia. Wan-Bissaka. Elia. Mutusami. Elia. Meshak Elia. Masuaku. First time that Congo was trying to give England a little bit of space to run in defense. Sorry. Declan Rice has to turn around. Elliot Anderson plays it out to Saka. Saka against Arthur Musuaku. Beats him. But he's got 2-3 players around him. Has to turn around. Has to play it to Elliot Anderson. Mark Gahey. Out to Anthony Gordon. Gordon to Bellingham. Elliot. Gahey. Gordon. Bellingham. And cleared by Congo. Oh, that's dangerous. Could be danger if they don't win that one. Oh, they're not lucky in this one, Elliot Anderson. The Congo player slips a little. Harry Kane beaten there. Ma Swaku. Oh, plays it only as far as Elliot Anderson. Anderson. Gordon. And that header is in the hands of Lionel Mbasi. And Thomas Tuchel telling everyone to coolly play. John Terry sitting over there. Worried John Terry. And Congo have the ball. Bodonga. Now Congo with the ball. They have options. Elia with the cross. Gehi back to Elia. Elia with a shot, but not real power. Direction at least. Meshak Elia. But easy for Jordan Pickford. 85 minutes on the clock. Ethiopia has no club. He forgot his partner, Tektro. How can you say to his mates? I don't know, Raj. These are questions you should ask the gentleman himself. Oh, that's a through ball. Jude Bellingham. Jude Bellingham. Jude Bellingham. Good save. But Anthony Gordon. Mutusami. Harry Kane. Harry Kane. Harry Kane! What a goal from Harry Kane! It's 2-1 England. What a strike from Harry Kane. That was world class. England are leading 2-1. Mbasi, no chance to get to that. 86th minute. England have the lead. What a goal by Kane. Yeah, Roshan, that's a goal. That's a world-class goal from Harry Kane. Congo can't clear. First Bellingham. Good save by the keeper. Gordon sends it to Kane. And Kane just finds a little bit of space. Goes a little off. And then boom. And Roshan, you're so right. Such impact players were missing it. And Germany needs either a winger or a striker of that quality. Or that Wirtz and Musiala pick up that level. But Harry Kane, what a goal. What a strike from him. And DR Congo, with all the fight, yeah, it might be for nothing. Harry Kane carrying England. Rugby plays in Bundesliga. Yeah, Zoravar, very funny, yeah? One for Indian football, at least. Losing players and working around, not like you're sitting home. Create a life. Get a life. Get a life with these kind of, producing players, really. Joke of the century. Mutusami. Mutusami headed out by England. Now the question is, what does England do? Do they shut shop or do they risk going up? Because Congo will now have to risk it. 88 plus minutes on the clock. England are leading Kayembe coming on. Double substitution. Yoris Kayembe as well as Fiston Mayele coming on. Johan Wissa, amongst others, going off. Will Congo risk something to try and get into extra time? Declan Rice blocked, but foul given. No, advantage. England now with the ball. Interesting to see how many minutes of added time is given. And this is the guy who suffered an acid attack. I think, is it the guy, Roshan? I don't remember, to be very honest. Harry Kane. Harry Kane. Harry Kane! And recovered from it. I think he, yeah. Question is, what can Congo do? 6 minutes of added time. Do they have one final chance in them to bother England? Harry Kane with the goals in the 75th and 86th. Foul from Anthony Gordon. Free kick. Foul on Fiston Mayele. Sorry, I just have to get up once. Oh, my legs. Free kick for Congo. Pickford would be tested. Stones set to come on. Declan Rice coming off. Thomas Tuchel putting on another real defender to his defensive unit. Free kick, Congo. Cleared by England. Oh, that shot doesn't get wide, but Congo still have the ball. Congo cutting in. Congo into the danger area. And that is a little overcooked. No danger in the end for the goal of Jordan Pickford. And looks like England are set for it. Let's see if Congo can get something at least into the danger area. Ooh, that was dangerous. Given as a foul for England. Huh? Let's see that. And Harry Kane on the ground. Like Euros, England is struggling in small team, but some will find their way out. Yeah, looks like it. What a goal. That second one from Harry Kane. Looks like we may see the third European team making to round of 16. By the way, who will England face in round of 16? Mexico in Mexico City. Zoravar. If England win tonight, it is Mexico on July the 5th. Three and a half minutes already on the clock. Elliot Anderson stays on the ball. And it's a throw in for Congo. Mexican would great match. Both want to play football. Yeah, but let's see what it turns out to be, right? Round of 16 already some great matchups, huh? Brazil, Norway. Vinny Jr. versus Erling Haaland. That's I'm looking forward. If England struggled against Congo, Mexico will be tough for them. Very tough. And Mexico at home. Congo potentially with a chance. And Sadiki trying to get up. And referee showing. Elliot Anderson plays it forward, but Congo has the ball. Nearly 5 minutes played. Congo needs to get forward. Plays the ball forward. Can they keep it? Yes, they can. And that's a foul for Congo. Yes, it should be. Yes. Visse earns a free kick for DPR Congo. Foul from Bellingham. Oh, yeah. Nowhere near the ball. Jude Bellingham. Free kick, DPR Congo. And that most probably is the last chance to get them into extra time. English fans biting their nails. Is it Johan Visse? The former Brentford and now Newcastle United striker. Elliot Anderson on the ground. Not knowing which way the ball will come. Can Visse, this is most probably the last chance. O'Reilly, Kane in the wall. There's chaos around it. Okay, you can't get closer than that. Joris Kayembe being told by the referee. Johan Vissa. Vissa! Just over. And that should be it for England. It's a good free kick. But it dips a little too late for Congo. How would you rate Bellingham's performance today? It's over! England score a 2-1 comeback victory against DR Congo. And it's the class of Harry Kane, the individual brilliance of Harry Kane, which wins it for a poor England. Let's be very, very clear. This was not a good performance by England. And Hitesh, you want to talk about Bellingham? Yes, he did have a couple of chances, but that was poor. Especially if you even see that 96th minute, you can see the free kick. But Harry Kane is just a class striker. And class act. Let me quickly put out a tweet. I'll be back in a few seconds. 1 second. Put out the tweet. 1 second. I will be back. Where is my Twitter? Or X, I should call it X. One second, I'm just putting out a tweet and I'll be back in a sec. Sorry. Where were we? Mbappe versus Holland versus Kane. Yeah, versus Messi, most probably. Raj, you have to add again. And last chance for Kane. I think the Euros in 2 years in England. Home competition should be another chance for him. And not the world stage, but at least in the Euros. Once again, Bundesliga over EPL. Yeah, Bundesliga saved them. Huh? Bayern Munich saves them. Great performance from Congo after all. Something to be proud of this World Cup. Roshan, always remember that a country like Congo is at war, right? Ebola is a topic over there. So if I see a Democratic Republic of Congo, and this is something, if I see the passion, the fight of these players, this is something, um, that I would say, that impresses me, right? And be it the local players, be it the Congolese origin boys, the combo just is enough to win you such games, and it was really, um, you know. So therefore, for me, really impressed. And another African team which is really impressed in this tournament, right? And that's the worry when I come back to Asian football, that you know Japan had their moments, but Japan is just not good enough, and the less we talk, the better. Australia can be mentioned, but again, Australia, let's see what they do. But for me, that'll be interesting to see what happens. Um, yeah, up next, Belgium versus Senegal tonight. Let's see what happens there. And then, of course, the United States versus Bosnia Herzegovina. That's a big one. Bosnia could be ready for an upset. Let's see what happens there. Another what a great game of football. Really enjoyed. Yeah, Anupam, really gratified determination from Congo, but similar to what I've seen now, few of these smaller teams, when they have the lead, they're unable to get to a second goal, and then somehow the bigger teams normally get their way back, right? Especially so. Therefore, that's the thing. Belgium, Senegal. Who do you rate? I rate actually I rate Senegal higher than Belgium. Belgium is sort of in a transition. The gold generation is um, on the way out. So from that perspective, you know, Senegal has some caliber, but again, Belgium should not be underestimated. Yeah, Congo eliminated Nigeria. Not to forget Hitesh, right? So that was quality. So from that perspective, yes, very very right. And yeah, DR Congo, wow. I say I'm impressed by them, what they did, what they're playing in this tournament, and yeah, and yeah, that's it. Asian teams, in spite of Iraq, didn't put much into this for a field. Maybe that changed. I wouldn't say that. If you look at San Suzuki playing for Japan, right? American born, half, was it Ghanaian, Japanese, right? Um, if I look at Kastrop, German born, playing for South Korea, there are a few. Iran has the one or the other as well, had. So therefore, that's the thing. That changed, yeah. India don't have infrastructure, SAR. How we play football, SAR. Yeah. Raj, I've said this. If you want, India can find 5,000 reasons of why India will not succeed, right? So therefore, for me, that's something which is there. But to me, very, very clearly, we need to be clear where we want to go. And infrastructure, yes, is a problem. Coaching, to me, is coaching. And if we don't sort the coaching, nothing else will happen. So let's see what happens. Good night, Zoravar. Yeah, slowly we'll wander towards the end of this watch along. I hope you enjoyed this. England winning in the end wasn't easy, but Is it deserved? Yes, I do think so. Um, and therefore, yeah, Harry Kane in his class. No, I don't think it was deserved. I would have said, 90 minutes a draw would have been the fair result, in my opinion, between these two teams. And but again, England has the class, the potential, the quality to win such games or get the result out of this. And so let's wait and see what happens at the next stage. It's going to get interesting, surely as well. England versus Brazil or Norway in quarterfinals. Oh, Anupam, to me, England has to beat Mexico in Mexico. I don't know, England, Mexico, in Mexico City, at that height, with that humidity, with that crowd, it will be hostile for England. Um, and Brazil, Norway, if I'll be honest, to me, Norway still is a little better than Brazil. Um, and that's it to me. Therefore, all these teams now have to win their games, and we've seen now all there is not one game so far in the knockouts, right? So Canada didn't run away with it against South Africa. Brazil, Japan was a tight one. Germany, Paraguay is a tight one. Netherlands, Morocco was tight. Ivory Coast, Norway was tight. France, okay, that was the one-sided one. And then Mexico as well against Ecuador. Those two were a little one-sided one. England, Congo was also so that's the reality. And when it was the Hurricane show, yeah, Simon, it was not a Hurricane show. It was the class of Hurricane. The first one is good, but the second one is world class, and he's scored some of these for Bayern in the Bundesliga, in the Champions League. So he is that exceptional player who can get you those kind of goals. England finally found a way to break the low block, or was it sheer individual brilliance to get them over the line? Individual brilliance, Simon. They didn't break the low block. It was Harry Kane. If for example, if Germany had Harry Kane in it, Germany would have beaten Paraguay as well. That's the difference. That a lot of teams don't have a Harry Kane in there. Looks like football Reliance is getting out of PKL. Raj, PKL, that star Reliance Geo was gonna get out was clear to me already for a while. I've said that I think a few times here on the show. Um, their focus are Olympic sports. Their focus are the Olympic Games, and therefore kabaddi doesn't fit into that, and therefore, yeah. So that's the thing. England gears and kits getting robbed at World Cup was really shameful and security concerns US. That's yeah, it's bad. It's a bad story, but these kind of things can happen to you anywhere in the world. So therefore, you know, it's it's a weird one, but yeah, shouldn't happen, but did happen. And again, most probably there's a lot of other stories like this that have been around, but again, no one knows about those. So therefore, you or I, we would have not heard about them. Zion Rescue, I don't think so. Raj, we'll have to wait and see. Maybe they will pick up the Pro Kabaddi League rights, which have been with Star was the founding owner also of the league. I don't know what that status is now. The PKL is in the same situation as the ISL has been, or the all other leagues are. So interesting what Z does, right? As he's spent quite a bit of money on the World Cup, now going to do the Bundesliga. Interested to see what happens on that front, right? Once more, the reminder: if you haven't, please do like this watch along. If you've liked this, share with others. And if you haven't, do please subscribe to the channel. Help me grow the channel as well. And yeah, always do help this channel to grow. And very, very important. And um, without your help, arunfoot can't grow. 11 likes on this video. Do watch the older videos as well. Do watch my sort of other things. I did something on Germany out of the FIFA World Cup. On that. Yesterday did something on the Neville D'Souza football ground in Mumbai. And done something on Arjen Bos at Bayern. Yeah, so therefore, do support me and do watch those. Again, the Neville D'Souza one, do share it around because it's an important thing that I think needs to be shared more around Mumbai. Science is getting into sports. It's not suddenly, Raj. There was an interest to come back into sports. So yeah, the timing could be weird, but yeah, it worked for them. How's the mood back there in Germany, sir? Simon, as is a lot of disappointment. Some people have said, I always knew. I hate that when people who last week were telling me, you know what, oh, this is great, this is brilliant, this is lovely. And suddenly they say, I always knew this team is not good enough, which I disagree to the point that I say, yes, Germany, with the results, you have to say, is not world class at the moment, but the potential is there. So the question is, how can you unlock that potential? So that's the point. I always hate it when a lot of people come around saying, I knew this team is this team is that. It's not the way that I would like to do it, and the mood is a lot of anger. Um, hate Julian Nagelsmann. I think inexperience showed at the end. Also not being able to work with the players day in day out as in a club. There's now, you know, and yeah, and um, Jurgen Klopp is like the messiah that everyone's waiting for to hope to take over. Let's see if Nagelsmann resigns or the VP fires him. But I think a reset is needed, very, very needed. And it should be that Simon. Germany will always target the next tournament. Let's see what we do. What a game! Yes, Blue, great game. Disappointed. I think Congo deserved at least to get this game into extra time, and then maybe lose. But yeah, England, Hurricane. What 2 goals from Harry! Brilliant. Now in Germany, people will say Bundesliga destroyed national team. Like people saying, yeah, no, you know what? There's a discussion about not national team, but about some of the German players playing abroad and game time and all that kind of topic. That is cropped up, right? Liverpool has been questioned in regard to Flo Wirtz. That Flo Wirtz in the last year has actually played better games for Germany, but Flo Wirtz, even though had 3 assists in the tournament, didn't have a good. I think no, sorry, I think he's had 4 or 5, right? Hasn't had a good tournament. Nick Woldemade, I think someone said or wrote, Woldemade qualified Germany for the World Cup, but Newcastle has destroyed the player. So that's rather the conversation than rather talking about the Bundesliga. Kane should be favorite for Ballon d'Or. Is it Idem or Lisa? Ayush, it depends on who gets further in this tournament. If you ask me, it's amongst those. It's yeah, if he plays a good tournament, maybe even Dembele defending the Ballon d'Or, maybe. If Messi or if Mbappe do some crazy stuff in the coming matches, they might be also in the mix. But I think those are the ones that are in the question. Yes, Harry Kane, Michael Olise, surely Ousmane Dembele, Kylian Mbappe, Messi. I don't think that much, but I think will be part of the conversation. Will Argentina lift the World Cup a second time or defend the World Cup? So therefore, those are some of the guys that might be in the conversation. So therefore, it's an interesting one to have. Yeah, as you say, Raj Dembele is part of the conversation, but Michael Olise yesterday was insane, right? He didn't get if that goal, that's that sort of side volley that the Swedish goalkeeper just brilliantly saved. If that goes in, that would be would have been an insane goal. And therefore, for me, um, Michael Olise is just an exceptional player. Olise is the best assist provider in this World Cup. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Has to be. Brazil and England haven't convinced me yet. No, haven't, not at all. So I get your point very, very much. To me, clearly, not a good tournament, so to say, from their side. But yeah, they got the job done. Unlike a Germany, they won the match. France are definitely the best team till now this tournament, in my opinion. Blue, I totally agree. But the point is, you could have played like this. Paraguay might again do some, Khalid Jamil Harambol sort of play and get a result. And suddenly then you say, France has gone home. So therefore, um, yeah, the value of what you've played so far has no value if you don't get the result in the end. But not it's all to play. And that's the point, right? I mean, England, yeah, hasn't convinced me. Um, yeah, Brazil hasn't, but they are in the round of 16. And Germany, who initially impressed quite a bit, have gone home. France, the only thing that can stop them is themselves. Yeah, or an opponent who finds a way to stop them, right? So therefore, there are means and ways of stopping them. And if I look at the France, France Paraguay, Then Canada, Morocco, France. Whew, that's an interesting one. Maybe on the 9th of July if it happens. Brazil, Norway, and the winner plays Mexico, England. I mean, that's not a bad one to have. And then we've got a lot of one, right? Portugal, Croatia, Spain, Austria, right? Whoever wins that one, Portugal, Spain would be a crazy Iberian derby. United States versus Belgium, Senegal would be again also interesting. Argentina, Cape Verde versus Australia, Egypt. That's an easy one, I think, for Australia, for Argentina theoretically. But again, Cape Verde, let's wait and see. Switzerland, Algeria, Colombia, Ghana. That's an interesting bracket. Someone from that might get as far as the semi-finals, right? Or at least quarters. Yeah, quarters at least. So um, incredible. Norway comeback in World Cup. Raj, I wouldn't call it a comeback because Norway has never reached the knockouts, right? So for Norway to get to that stage where they are with their golden generation is exceptional. I remember when I first went to Norway in 2019, Chankte got his chance at Viking Stavanger, got to see how they were working, what they were doing, because Norway used to be like, hey, we're the little brother of English football, kick and rush. Now they've changed. They've changed and they've transformed their football. True, it was a league. I think we would call France the winner. Yeah. So, Blue, there has been conversations of maybe how to. I think the question is somehow how do you make the World Cup more like a UEFA Champions League group stage, right? That is a question I think which comes around because teams who top their groups and then get eliminated in the first knockout has, and again Germany is now going to be my prime example for the next 4 years. Hey, um, you weren't good, but the referee most probably beat you as well. Remember, World Cup is totally different beast, unlike in club like Real Madrid. Yeah, Raj, he has his surroundings. Hopefully, we will see an upset. Let's go Senegal against Belgium. Let's see, Ayush, possible. Morocco, what game? That was the dominated Dutch. Yes, Morocco's potential. Again, they dominate the Brazilians as well, but didn't get the result, right? So therefore, there are a few of those teams. Switzerland quarters, easy route. Could be, I think, yeah. Solbakken was the villain not very long ago, but now things change so quickly. Yeah, but that's football, Simon, right? A few good results. And yeah, let's see. Norway have heavily invested in youth football. They have quality coaches and methodology. Yes, they have Sasha, and they've done well for themselves, right? They've done the right things, um, infrastructure wise as well, and the league has been strengthened over the years. And even if a team like Bodo Glimt does what they do, and now with their new stadium coming up, there's a lot of things which has gone right. Nagelsmann is a very confused manager. I don't think he's a confused manager. I think he has a clear-cut idea. And when he has that clear-cut idea, he thinks that idea is the right one and there is no other way. And that, I think, is his bigger problem than being confused. I don't think Julian Nagelsmann is a confused manager. If you ask me, Julian Nagelsmann is too stubborn sometimes. Yeah, and yeah, that's the reality. Netherlands, how mighty have they fallen? The ones who invented total football was playing haram ball. Simon, they at the moment don't have the talent. The Netherlands have a talent problem. They don't have the players, right? Coaches will say we don't have exceptional talent. That's why we fail, but we'll never accept their mistakes. No, yeah. Mm, a problem to me is Raj. This is too easy. There are managers. For example, you had Koeman resigning, um, and you know, and sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't. But yeah, those are the realities of things, and yeah, let's wait and see what happens. Uh, so therefore, for me, yeah, very difficult. So therefore, for me, yeah. Do you question the selection of players by Nagelsmann? Oh, yeah, could you maybe? I think he did one mistake, which was clear from the first match. And to me, I think he should have pulled Kimmich into the midfield because Kimmich lost on that right side. Play with what other options? I think Joshua Kimmich is a holding six. He's not a right back anymore, and to me that was a mistake. And he didn't want to rectify that mistake, in my opinion. He kept him on that side, and it didn't work. So Yeah, that's what I think is the reality of things. So if you ask me, that was one. Mecha was overrated. I think after the first game, and I don't agree with Lothar Matthias. I don't think Mecha is a player to be world class. I think there's a long way to go because he's got two or three good matches, then he's got like 10 bad games. And Mecha was involved in nearly every goal that the opponent scored. And they scored four. So that has to be questioned. Pavlovic didn't have a good World Cup as well. Yeah, so what could he have done, right? I don't know. So there's a lot of few things. And I think Saida Mala would have been an interesting one as an option. Once Leonard Carl was out, he would have been, if I take Whatever along, doesn't get a minute, then maybe that would have been a better one. Mexico's England will be very interesting. Mexico, yeah, look, it's a 50-50 game, maybe even 51-49 for Mexico because of the home advantage. That's the way it is, right? South Korean gaffer has also resigned. There's now an ongoing wisdom about how the FA skipped the required protocol to give him the contract. Yeah, Sasha. Yeah. Now, if these kind of knockouts are necessary, we can watch leagues if we want to see best team win. Knockout football tests the team's problem-solving capacity alongside pure quality. Ayush, but not always the better team wins, right? Hmm? And so therefore, that's to me, if I look at, for example, Germany, Paraguay, did the better team win? No, they didn't. Paraguay, destructive game, got themselves through. Yeah. So do I say that the better teams win? No. So are they good enough, not good enough? Again, the referee did a massive mistake to add on top of that. So are we talking about this? No. You look at players signing ISL 7, let the ISL happen. The AFF and the clubs have still not sorted the whole thing. That needs to be sorted first, and then we can talk about players. The ISL, as we speak today, is not a sorted matter. It is still in limbo. And some clubs have signed players, and I think I've heard from one club that they said, "Oh my God, maybe this whole fiasco starts again, and maybe we should have kept quiet and waited because there's so many players on the market." But yeah, reality, very difficult reality, but that's the reality of things. So therefore, Selvin, no idea of any World Cup players coming to the ISL. I know there's a lot of players who are earning less than what they could earn in India, at least the foreigners. And then let's wait and see. Maybe there will be, signings like we had. I remember after the Euros, Yoni Kauko in 2021 signed for Mohnbagan, Super Giant of Mohnbagan. What was it? 80K Mohnbagan at the time. So maybe there could be someone coming in. Right. With that, slowly, I want to come to an end of this live. Again, once more, the reminder, if you haven't, do like, do share, do subscribe. Arun Foot here on YouTube. Do watch my short videos. I did something on Germany. If you haven't, to watch it. Um, um, Nearly 9 minutes of my disappointment and agony. Do support the Neville D'Souza football ground SOS video that I did. Do support that as well. And and please support here. 4,585 is the number of subscriptions on the channel. Please keep on supporting Arun Foot. Otherwise, the channel will not be able to grow. And thank you as always for your support. I'll be back maybe tomorrow or day after. Let me see. Depends a little on work commitments around the World Cup. And I'll catch you again. And then keep on watching the World Cup. Keep on enjoying it. And we'll keep on also talking Indian football. Good night, everyone.